Well, I think you hit it right on the head. You're playing in a very offensive ballpark against a very offensive team, and they can do special things at any moment. So we were doing our best to match up. We knew we had some extra coverage with some of the September call-ups. So with that flexibility, we wanted to make sure that we were maximizing our moments to get some outs. And the bottom line is it worked out as good as it could have.
It's kind of a run and inning there, no crooked numbers, but just putting up, a run. And then to see Daniel, though, come up with that pinch hit homer, obviously that was huge for you tonight, right?
Well, we scored single runs for the first several innings, and then Daniel's big blow obviously broke the game open. So he was just the right guy in the right spot in the right situation, and we look for moments like that. We've been doing that over the past 7 to 10 games where guys are coming up at the right time and coming up with a big hit, and that's what we've done all year long.
Taiwan went 5. I think he was at 91 pitches, but 10 strikeouts. Yeah. How do you feel he performed tonight?
Well, he was standing on his fastball. I thought there was some really good secondary stuff, and the secondary stuff's only as good as the fastball command that's setting up those pitches. So, he only went 5 innings, but I felt like we wanted to take advantage of some offensive situations to break the game open, which we did, and he handed it off the bullpen. And at times things got a little flimsy in the bullpen, but the right guys came up at the right situation and executed and got the win.
Just Bracho struggled tonight. How do you get him going in the right path?
Well, not running from him, giving him the opportunity to get some more outs and get some more situations. So we know that he has very good numbers in the minor leagues, just coming up here and duplicating it and doing his job.
LeMahieu, you guys did something I think pretty unprecedented. With it worked most of the time, except for the double in the beginning. But just when you look at that, was that just looking at his numbers, looking at his spray chart?
We do a lot of work here behind the scenes, and Dave McKay presented that to me pregame, and it's a super shift times 10, right? You've never seen anything really like it. So he's a batting champ. He's a guy that uses that side of the field very extensively and very successfully. So we just want to take away the dominant lanes, and we were taking some risks, and if we felt like we won the moment and we were able to collect the outs that we were supposed to, and not that he's hitting into it, we just wanted to, with his approach and our ability to command the ball in the zone, we felt like we'd come out on top of that. Well, it's a little uneasy. It's not traditional, but that's what we do here. We do things like that we believe in, and we take those risks. So, when the tying runs at first base or something could lead to a big moment for them with nobody in left field, it could be an inside the park home run. You're kind of holding your breath, but it's about having confidence in the guys to execute the game plan, attack the zone where we feel like he's going to redirect the ball and hit right into our defense. Yeah.
As scary as that spot was, right? 42.
Yeah.
You would have been go-ahead run.
Well, we committed to it, and you're right. I'm not a big chaser. If somebody hits a ball here, we go to that spot. I don't believe in that. I believe in the strategy of what we believe in from studying and paying attention and executing. And we weren't gonna chase it. We talked about flattening out in some other situations that didn't necessarily come up. So we have some plans, but with the guys we were matching up, we felt like it was the best strategy.
Can that also, it is what it is, but can it also kind of mess with a guy's head, get into DJ's head a little bit?
That is not the game plan. He's probably as strong mentally as anybody. He's won a batting title. So, no, we are not messing with his head. If he needs to change his approach, that might be something that would work in our favor. He's traditionally a guy that stays on that side of the field. So if he tries to change his approach and hit in the areas that he's not really familiar with, maybe that would be a small victory for us. Yeah, Dave McKay sat down right here. We talked about it, well before the game during our meetings where we sit down as a group and go over different thoughts, and it looked good to me, and he presented it very well.
You didn't need to be persuaded too much?
Minimally. Once I saw his presentation, it made a lot of sense to me.
Just looking at the RBIs, I mentioned Descalzo, but you have Pollock and Walker putting the ball in play, and then Fuentes, JD, Lamb had a big hit. Did you like the at-bats as a whole?
Very much so. First pitch fastball from Fuentes, big base hit. Jake Lamb with a big base hit against a very tough left-handed pitcher. I think our guys were ready to execute. They walked up to the plate with a good game plan, and they did their job.
Is Zionette okay?
He's doing just fine. I don't exactly know what happened. I'm going to go look at that play on video. I don't know if you've got a chance to see it, but I didn't know if it was catcher's interference or if the ball was hit out of his glove after he secured it. But The umpire said it was catcher's interference, so we trusted it, but he said he was okay. He's doing fine.
You mentioned, we're talking about Descalso. Can you say how he's been able to become so effective off the bench and adapt to that role?
Well, he's walked through just about every part of this game that one can offer, and he has an incredible heartbeat. And I know it's old news to these guys. I've been saying it all year long. He doesn't get intimidated by the moment, and there's nothing too stressful for him that he can't handle. So it's a credit to him for being able to slow the game down and execute. And you know, it's a great feeling when you have a player like that. And from the seat that I'm sitting in, I feel comfortable with him in any situation at any time versus a lefty or a righty. It's a nice feeling.